Virgo, I'm hearing the name Adrian or Adriana or my Anne or my Nana. Something to do with my Nan or my Granddad. Something to do around your parents, maybe. Anne or Granddad, or the name Annabelle. Something to do with that. Yeah, I'm not really sure. Something to do around parenting, or like parenting, like you could have had an ex or something like that with children, so on and so forth, and parenting skills. Okay, scale, something around a Libra or a fish, which would be a Pisces. But I definitely keep hearing something around parenting. Pairing, some sort of pair, compare.com. So then Dominic, Dominatrix, maybe, but compare.com. So it might be a lot of like analytics and stuff that someone's looking into on the computer or something, like comparing prices or comparing sizes. I mean, I don't know, big dick energy. I really don't know, but comparing. Nothing compares to you, Chris. The name Chris, Christine, Chris Cornell, but compare. Anyway, so let's see. You're right, Virgo. How you doing? So yeah, sorry, I'm just making sure that I'm doing Virgo, not Libra. Yeah, sorry, that's afterwards. So Virgo. So what has Virgo got to come? What has got to come for Virgo? Come. I don't know. Cummings. Come here. Come here. Is it Scorpio you're dealing with? Scorpio, life path 4, or Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Louise, Liz. Anyway, let's see. Virgo, what have they got coming up for April? Virgo, what have they got coming up for April? Virgo. Really? Really, Virgo? Your first card out. Sorry, I'm just kind of distracted at the moment because I'm just trying to run over. Something to do around a Cancerian or a life path 7. I feel like I've been run over. Okay. Handover, or the name Hannah or Haley or Henry. Some sort of addiction that someone could have. Like Henry would also be heroin, like a heroin addiction, or methadone, heroin, DTs, detoxing. Danielle, Dan, anybody beginning with D? Yeah, I don't know. I really do pick up that there is an addict, there's an addiction here, an addiction to something. I'm also hearing a sex addiction as well, like a dick. So Tracy, Dick Trace. Finding traces of evidence. Someone's digging up evidence on someone. Could be court related or anything, but seems to be finding more and more evidence. Like Evie, you're right, Eve, Steve, even. But like something isn't quite right. Anyway, Virgo, will you come straight out with your own kind of card there? Virgo. Just give me a second, Virgo. I don't know why it is that I'm getting distracted, but I kind of am. I've just got to check something. Yeah, sorry. Sorry about that. This is the complication I get in. I've got 2 televisions. One I turn one on, the other one comes on. When I turn that one off, that one goes off and that goes on. Sorry, I'm just making sure. I'm getting really distracted making sure that I'm doing Virgo. But I am doing Virgo. I don't know. I feel like that. Like in someone's head, like confusion. Okay. But that could be detoxing, because I really am picking up, or someone from Utoxeter, or from up north, kind of up north way. But that would be Britain, unless you've got somewhere that's called Utoxeter. Let's see. Detoxing. They keep saying toxic. Some sort of I don't think it's a toxic, well, unless it's a toxic relationship, but that could be with anybody. But I'm hearing something that's running through the blood system that's toxic. Okay. Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Someone's waiting for some kind of, I don't know, tick tock, like grandfather or grandmother, like an old timer, like a watch, and I'm watching the clock. Okay, or watching someone's cock, I don't know, or cock frost. But like, I seem to be like tick tock, time's running out. Or it might be something to do around a grandmother or a mother or a grandfather or something, because I'm picking up like a watch. Okay, so I'm picking up like I'm just sort of like waiting for something that's kind of making me very nervous, and it might be around grandparents or parents. Okay, and I'm having to be very careful around my parents or make sure that I don't slip up. Okay. Virgo for March, for April. I'm so distracted this morning. Oh, you got 2. So Libra. Sorry, Virgo. What is going on this morning with me? So you got Libra. So you got 2. So there's that 2 energy. There's that 2. I keep hearing there's that big dick energy. So unless you're just calling someone a complete big dick, like I don't know. Why is it that I keep... the reason why I'm getting distracted, Virgo, is because this first card came out for another reading, the first one, and I think it was Taurus, but it kind of... I was kind of thinking that I was doing Virgo, so it's kind of sending me in a bit of a paradox. You could be dealing with an Aquarius, or a Leo, Aquarius or Leo, which would be an 8. Virgo for April. So there's the 4 energy. So Laura, Lucy, Lucifer, Louise, Polly, Anne, my nan. I keep hearing my nan. This would be a nan or grandma, because it would either be an elder, one of my elderly residents, or one of my elderly patients. Some of you work for like a... Because I'm also hearing signs of like dementia, that could be the D that I heard, like Danielle, Danny, but like dementia. So you could work for like a place of elderly people. But I definitely keep picking up like this is an elderly mother or an elderly grandfather or grandmother. And some of you, I don't know if you've had problems with them, or it's those that seem to be having some problems that is worrying someone, because this is like worried. Okay, well, it should be worried. So, and it's kind of throwing me out like, okay, I'm hearing someone keeps threatening to throw someone out. Now, worried that it'll be thrown out of court, and there isn't enough evidence if you're going to court. Lions Court was also an elderly residential home, that someone might be being put into a home or a hospital. But then I'm also hearing like I'm worried that I'm going to be thrown out, like I'm not going to be able to live here anymore, and someone keeps threatening to kick me out of the house or the home, or I can't afford to stay where I am, and I haven't got any finances and I haven't got any money, and because I'm being threatened to be kicked out. Now that might be by a mother or a grandparent, but this could also be... the government, like, so it might be I'm struggling to financially keep up with all of my bills and rent and everything else, and I don't know if that's because there is an addiction on top of all of that, where everything is becoming on top of someone, and because it is, now there's this energy of like 9 of Wands can be like, now I'm abandoned and I have no one and I don't have anybody else to rely on apart from myself, and because of that I'm now starting to worry that if this person isn't here going to back me, what am I going to do? Okay, financially, physically and mentally, without the stability of the Emperor. Now, if you've had a problem with the Emperor is kind of like starting to like wise up to the energy and like, I don't know, but I'm feeling that something isn't quite right, and I'm starting to wise up to what you actually want from me. What are you... what's your intentions? What are your true intentions? Because someone in their mind, me being a psychic, someone is questioning that. Okay, that's why this 2 is also here. Of like, I'm questioning the reality of the whole scenario itself. And it's starting to make me slightly paranoid, the fact that I don't quite know what it is that you're wanting from money, or that you're wanting from something, because this would also mean money. And it means that this isn't fair. You keep tapping me up for advice, or you keep tapping me up for money all the time. How much do you want? And then it's kind of like, well, everything I get is not enough. So, like, can I have some more, Timothy? Right? Can I have some more? Please, sir, can I have some more? Can I have some more and some more? And you're like, hold on a minute. This doesn't weigh itself up. Like, there's not enough. Why do you want more? Like, I've already given you what you wanted. right? Now, it can be attention or money, but I definitely keep picking up there is something financial here around Nancy or Drew or Andrew or Andrea or Ansfield or Abby or Abigail or Abbott. But like, what is it that you're, what are your intentions? Why do you keep asking me for a loan? Why do you keep like laying more pressure on me? Why is that? Because if this person isn't here, there's an energy of like feeling abandoned, of like, well, now what the fuck do I do without the stable energy of the Emperor? So it's like this worry about losing this energy. Okay. So, like, what do I do if you're not here, if my job isn't here, if anybody can never give me any advice? What do? I feel alone completely in life, that I will be, like, I have to cope through what I'm going through on my own. Well, that might be spiritual. And if that's spiritual, you will always feel that way, Virgo, because that is what everybody always does feel. Nobody ever gets help through anything spiritual. You have to go through it. Everybody's pattern of life is completely different to everybody else's. So everybody goes through, I went through it myself, I had to go through it on my own. Nobody can help you through an awakening, right? So, like, there's this energy of like, no, I need stability in my life. I need something to rely on. I need something to focus on that's kind of going to take me avoiding energies and suppressing it more. I just need something to focus on. I've got to have something to physically focus on. Now, it might be where you're getting, like, the Emperor is actually helping. Okay, helping you focus. Just come out the energy of star sign specific. Okay, but like, it's a support energy, but it's also a worry that that person isn't there to help. Okay, let's see. But it could be tomfoolery as well. I don't think you know the name Tom Cat. Something's around a Leo or an Aquarius or a placement of 8. Okay, Tomcat. Tomcats are like a prowling energy. Top cat, like I need to be top. Why do you always feel like you need to have one over on me? Like, you're healthy, you're wealthy. How come everything seems to go so well for you and not me? Virgo. So you got 3, you got a Piscean energy possible. I don't know, I keep feeling this energy that someone keeps trying to distance themselves away from someone, and this feeling of 9 seems to be overwhelming, of like, why does everybody seem to form a distance from me? I don't get it. Like, I don't understand why there is distance between us. Okay. I mean, like I said, if any of you have suffered through, gaslighting, paranoia and stuff like that, you can have a lot of questions of why is it that I'm on my own, That is a Virgo quality. Can definitely be signs of anywhere of Virgo. Or I would rather go it alone, I would rather just be here on my own and do it on my own. I don't need anybody's help in any way. Paul McCartney, John Lennon, right? John or Paul? John Paul? Someone that's actually called JD or John Paul. Let's see. Pauline. I'm also hearing Pauline, the name Paul. Paul? The name Paul? Or Pauline? Jolene, Jodie. Dolly Parton? Virgo. The Lovers, Gemini. So when you're in love with a beautiful woman that controls you, I mean, is it parents? Because it really could be grandmother, mother, grandmother, brother, mother from another mother, brother. So I think it's everything. I think it's like, well, you're everything to me. You mean everything to me. And what would I do if you wasn't here? It could just be general signs of like, if you are not here, what am I going to do? If you wasn't here for me? I mean, it could be a parent and sibling, kind of, someone might be ill, and it's like, if you wasn't here, I've got no idea what I would do without you in my life, because I would feel completely and utterly abandoned in life, and what would I do without you there? But that could also be don't shoot the messenger, but that can also be an overpowering energy of someone else that's in control compared to you. So alchemy, Natalie, but like whatever else is compared to me, okay, so Chris, Cornell, Christine, Chrissy, Ra, Ray, is too much. Like, you're too overpowering. Let's see, Virgo for April. Three of Cups. You do have 3 and 3 here, okay? The World and here. Could well be a Pisces in someone's chart, or yours and theirs. Don't forget, if you have a lot of Pisces, or people around your soul group of family have a lot of Pisces, right? Oh, Jesus, man. Where Steve falls off his chair and like everything goes up. I'm all fingers and thumbs today. Then, you know, family members are all going to have those 3s, because Pisces would come up as a 3, don't forget, right? So if you have like Pisces placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North Node, your sister, brother, you know, friend, family member, they'll all come up with those 3s. So they don't always represent a third energy. There's something to celebrate, like there could be worry about nothing, okay? A thing, or Steve. If I say thing, you say Stephen King. Virgo for April. So it might be around your siblings, sister, brother. You could have a brother or sister, or a daughter or a son that is a Piscean air sign Piscean possible. Could be see, everything seems to be going fine. You've just got an energy of like, I'm slightly worried about something that's going on in my life. Whatever that might represent could be what I channeled for you. Okay, but everything seems to be fine. Now, if this 9 happens to be somebody here that has been abandoned from an ex, and the ex is with somebody, and these 3s are coming up, meaning like it's their life that seems to be good, like, you know, because you've got good and very strange energy. So it could be like, well, their life is very good, and I'm looking and watching, or someone else is you, Virgo, I don't know. But someone could be spying and watching the fact that somebody else is in a relationship that seems to be going really well, and it's doing nothing but making matters worse. Okay, making matters worse that someone else is in a relationship, and this means I'm watching over someone that's in a third energy that could be a Piscean here. Okay, but that will start to show itself more as I go, you know, throughout the whole reading there. Virgo for April. For April or May. So you got 2 cards. You got the Magician in the reverse, and you've got Taurus in the upright position. So someone here is equivotably married and in relationships. Now, for you guys that have been involved around the polygamy that Steve calls it, right? The polyamorous type sort of energy. Very possible, because you definitely have a married couple. You definitely have someone in families or yourselves that are in a marriage and a relationship, okay? So if you're watching and you're thinking, well, I'm not, I'm actually single, but the person I'm watching is, or they, is you take it whichever way you like. But someone could really be watching someone else having a way with someone else, and the Magician is here to say that whatever was from the past, there is no reconciliation. Okay? Because somebody could be manifesting the same energy over a period of, well, however long that takes. Okay? So why these 3s are here, and this 2 and 9, could well be to say that denial is actually here, or Daniel or Dan, but denial is actually here to say that one of these people might be watching and spying and thinking, how come I don't get a new beginning with this partner? I was hoping for a fresh start in life with someone new, or I was hoping for a fresh start with my ex, but the ex or yourselves wasn't, and someone's just watching out to see if the other person's in a relationship. Well, someone is, but why do people want to kibosh other people's relationships? I don't get that, but again, you know, like I said, watching out for other people's relationships is going to do nothing more than really cause a lot of this. But that would be your karma. That would be your karma. It would be no one else's burden or responsibility to carry. It would just be you keep doing it to yourself. That's justice. That's just, or Justin. But that's just. You do it to yourself. You keep waiting out for someone to change that hasn't. Okay. So you just wait and wait and wait and watch to see if there's any news about any change, but nothing ever seems to come up. So you just spend more time waiting, annoying yourself. Okay. So that's why the magician would be in reverse, is that no matter whether you have controlling people in your life or not, you have to let them be controlling, because you can't stop a narc from being one. You can't stop other people from being in relationships. The only thing you can stop is if you are a part of a third party, is to remove yourself from that party. But you may not be able to remove the energy. The energy is something that remains, because that remains to be seen of what is within your karma. It's what's blind to you. The energy that you feel, but you can't see the person. They don't allow you access to children, exes. Blocked energy can start to take form. And all I can do is sit back and watch and wait. But that's what an awakening feels like. Watching out and waiting. Okay. And then at the end of your cycle and the end of your period, you could because a period is the same as an awakening, right? It's rebirth, change, okay? Changing. So, a changing energy. So whilst you sit back and hope and wait of Pandora's box, that one day may come that the third party might end and they might just float back to me. No, your karma could be about that, that does not happen. And you expect and think that it's going to, but it doesn't. That's the expectation of things working out the way you expect. That's when spirit will go, oh, so you think that you're in control of a preordained destiny? No, we'll make you feel like you're waiting. And we'll do that because that's your awakening. But at the end, we can take whoever away from you at any point. Destiny is controlled by a destiny of we take, we decide, we do, we take it from you and we give you it at any point. Okay? But you'll never know. You will never know until you get through it. Right? So whatever this comes of this, I can never really know until I go over to the other side. So if you would like the rest of your reading, Virgo, tier 1 is like $3 or $4. It really helps out the channel. And the full access bundle has the same reading. But the weeklies, when I do the weeklies, will only go to the full access bundle. And that's where we will also use then 3 different decks, which is the hidden truth and everything that is hidden from you of third parties, relationships, family, money, and third party energies or whatever, or even love, or what your partner would say to you if they could, or what they are saying to you. And then we've got another one that is in the shadows and all the things that you may not know about the other person of what is hidden from you. And then there's another one on its way that is called Messages of Closure. Okay, so you can close a chapter without speaking to the person if that's what you wish, but that will still give you answers. All of that plus weekly readings is what you will get over on Patron, the full access bundle, including 1 week's worth of readings that do not appear over on YouTube or anywhere else. It's 1 full week that goes directly to Patron, but it will only be at certain periods. It'll probably be midweek, half the way through the month. Okay, that's normally before we start doing the monthlies for the next month. But that's what you get. So for this one, it'll be more cards, clarified, give you a general overview, and then we go on from there. Okay, so any subscription, personal readings, all the kind of stuff is all provided for you below. Even videos telling you when or how to join, teaching videos and so on and so forth is all in playlists for you to search through. And I will see you very soon.